Hi, my name is Leslie. I am a servant of God. And let's just get right into it. Knowledge. The thing the government's holding back from you and the scientists, the astronomers, the archaeologists, and all that, is that right now the sun is doing some crazy stuff. Actually, February 2nd and 3rd and 4th today, we've had like a dozen solar flares and four X flares. And this morning we had, today's the 4th or the 5th. Anyway, we had an X flare first thing this morning. And yesterday we had an 8-point X flare. And then the other three were 1 point something. That's significant. If you look on NOAA, NOAA, space weather, go to the space enthusiast and click on that. It'll bring up the chart. And you can see, it's been nothing but solar flares and X flares going off the last couple of days. And that's impressive. What it's doing is it's electrifying the Earth. So our stratosphere way up there, it's been saturated with these solar flares over the last 5 years. Now it's coming closer and closer and closer to the Earth, to the ground. And that's significant. Now, also, the other thing is the Kundalini or the photon belt, where strange things are happening. It's the equator of the Milky Way galaxy's black sun, which is a black hole in the middle of the Milky Way galaxy. It's the engine that runs the galaxy, you could say. It's been shooting out these flares, and it's been hitting the Earth or the sun. And then the sun magnifies it, and then it hits the Earth. Now, this gamma radiation and this radiation, these protons and whatever, this electrical energy, this spiritual energy. In the Bible, I refer to it as, in the Bible, it says that God's pouring out his spirit on the earth. And that's what it is. You can feel it in your body, the effects. Some of the effects are like flu symptoms, tiredness, fatigue, can't sleep, or just the opposite, you're sleeping a lot. You just can't get enough rest, which is the fatigue, all that, and the baggage. I took to clean out the baggage of your life so that the new unconditional love can be poured into you, and it's got room to grow. You got to get rid of that baggage. That baggage coming up whether you like it or not. That's old stuff that's happened in the past. You got to let it go. Get rid of it. You got to do the work. And you'll feel so much better. I did it. I went through it, and everybody's going through it. And that's where you take 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 30 minutes, where you just get as quiet as you can, wherever you are, and just meditate. Try to think of nothing, or just peace and love. Try to have that, bring up that memory, that wonderful memory, that beautiful memory in your past somewhere where you were just so happy and so loved and so full of love, and life and joy, happiness, and hold on to that thought. And mine, I was riding my bicycle. I was like 7 years old, and we were riding in a circle in the street in front of our house, which was in a really rural area where nobody drove down. unless you live there. And that's my beautiful thought. It's a beautiful memory. And I was 7 years old, and I hold on to that one. That's my beautiful thought. That's my beautiful memory, and just soak up all that love back then, of that memory. And these solar flares, this radiation is going to be, it's been intensifying over the last few years. And it's getting more and more and more intense. This year, it's gonna go bonkers, man. It's gonna be something. This is epic. This is something that hasn't happened in 13,000 years. Was the last time that we had this eclipse with our sun and the equator of the Milky Way galaxy, which is going to happen March 20th. So with all that, also that's a solstice day, March 20th. But leading up to that, there's a lot of stuff, like paranormal stuff, frequency, which is real, frequency stuff, and I just say, read the words of Jesus. He was teaching us how to rise up into this higher frequency of unconditional love, just quit judging anything, and just deal with it, don't judge, don't sit back and go, that son of a bitch, he did, well, of course he's stupid, and, but when you judge, you're hardening your heart and everything. Just pray that he would change, they would change, they'd quit trying to hurt us and make us suffer, the people in the government, that are tried to take away, or giving away our rights, our Social Security that we worked for, but don't judge, just don't judge, just pray that it's all, that they start to take care of us, the older people, the disabled people, like we are supposed to be taken care of, and pray for people. You see them having a hard time, it's not about money anymore, nobody has money to just give away. I mean, and if you do, God bless you, if God provoked you to give money to somebody, just give it to them, and don't let your left hand know what your right hand's doing, and forget about it once you give it to them. Because most people, I hope he uses it for good. I hope they use it for food. I hope they use it. It's just like, no, don't think nothing. If you're going to give money, give it and forget about it. But I encourage you to project that unconditional love thought projected at that person or those people or the world or your neighborhood, your community. Practice thinking good thoughts, thinking love thoughts, unconditional love thoughts. Practice that, make it a habit. Do those things, and it'll be a better world, it'll be a better life, and it'll be a better neighborhood, a better community, a better government, if we just keep doing that. So, that's all I got for you right now. It's going to get intense. Fear is bullshit. Don't even go there. Think about love and don't fear. I know it's easy to say, it's hard to do, but practice it. If something scares you, confront it and say, I don't fear anymore. We all get a little anxiety now and then and again, but not fear. Let's don't, and depression and bad thoughts where you go off on this tangent of, oh, poor me, or, oh, God, don't go there. Just start practicing love, unconditional love. Okay? And get rid of your baggage. And, get that mental baggage out of you. Bring it up. deal with it, forgive yourself or ask for forgiveness to the ether, and then throw it away from your body. Delete it in your mind, erase it, burn it, shred it, get rid of it. Don't let it back. And then learn to love yourself. You're unique. You're an individual. There's nobody like you. Your nose is fine. Your eyes are fine. Your body's beautiful. It doesn't matter doesn't matter anything. Just you're a beautiful, unique person. And then love others as you love yourself. Do to others as you'd have done to yourself. Be loving and kind and generous and charitable. Lifting each other up. Helping each other up. Unconditional love for everyone. And then get that started and practiced and share it with your friends and share this video with as many people as you can and talk about it. Talk about love, unconditional love. Talk about Jesus Christ's teachings on love, and there you go. It's all about choices. You can choose to love and go in that direction, or you can choose to feel sorry for yourself and have your dramatic moment, Humans are drama kings and queens. You gotta let that go. Don't be so dramatic. And then, you gotta make good choices from now on, this moment on. Choose wisely. Choose love, humility, love. All right. Until next time, God be with you.